Hey, thanks for coming and hanging out. I'm an old guy gaming. And if you want to see this 50-year-old dude take on the hardest settings that 7 Days to Die has to offer, make sure you stick around and watch the whole video so you know how it turns out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap that bell so you don't miss out on any old guy gaming action. And if you've already subscribed, you, my friend, are awesome sauce.
Hello everyone, and welcome to 7 Days to Die with insane difficulty and zombies always run. I'm an old guy gaming, and thanks for coming and hanging out with me today. So, I know it's been a little while since I've had a single-player episode released on YouTube. I have done a couple of streams on multiplayer and a single-player stream, and I've also been doing some Empyrean videos too, which I'm having a lot of fun with. But I just want to let you know that I am still definitely going strong with the single-player series as well. Just been real busy with real life stuff and the other videos and so forth. But we're definitely going to do a single player episode tonight. And then after I'm done with this single player episode, I'm probably going to go ahead and actually continue to play 7 Days on stream after that for probably a couple, 2-3 more hours tonight. It's Friday night. So looking forward to doing some stuff. So let's see. I think the last place we left off in the single player series was that I did the Horde Night. That's right, I did the Horde Night at the Jobro Brothers skyscraper. I have since been back there and finished out that skyscraper on stream. So if you're curious, you can find that on my YouTube channel or my Twitch channel to see how I did that. And I also got all of the iron that fell down from the crane. Got quite a bit of scrap iron, so that was good. Let's see, haven't really done a whole lot more with the forge house here, with the exception of I completely filled in the basically the inside of this place. And the reason that I did that is because I was getting some really nasty hordes coming through here, and they were breaking through the steel and getting underneath and trying to break up through, because at the time there was just more dirt and stuff under here. And actually breaking up through and starting to hit the floor. So it got very intense. So I figured, all right, well, I went ahead and left the area, and let things cool down. And then I figured I probably better just fill this in. I mean, I got tons and tons of concrete, so it wasn't a big deal in terms of resources to get that done. So I filled that in just to make it stronger. I'm also trying to be a little more careful. Excuse me for a second. I want to set my timer here. Okay. I also am trying to be a little more judicious, shall we say, about the forge house. In other words, I don't start all these forges up and get the thing all heated up if I'm going to stay here for a little while and do some stuff. What I'll do is I'll do whatever I need to do, and then I'll start everything up and then leave to kind of keep those hordes down, because that, like I said, they got really bad. I mean, I was getting irradiated whites, cops, all kinds of cops, and just the nastiest stuff that the game can throw, and they just kept coming, and so starting to get a little overwhelmed. So I'm trying to be like I said, a little more careful with that. All right, so let me see what I'm planning on doing for this episode. Is we need to get the roof on the forge house, and we're pretty close to being done with the forge house. I'm not really planning on doing a whole lot more with it, other than I did make a generator here. I've also made some materials for the roof. Excuse me. So I am going to actually get some electricity going, and we're going to set up some shotgun turrets. I don't have all the stuff for that yet. Probably one of the things I will do on stream later on this evening is go, wrench some cars and get more parts. But I am going to set up some turrets. Probably what I will do is I will either maybe put like a little platform for them on the corners here, or I might even dig into this corner here, dig out a spot for the turrets so they're facing this way, at each one on each corner, and that'll help me, help control the screamer hordes when they do come through. But besides that, I'm not planning on doing a whole lot more with the forge house. I may eventually put some more forges in and put some more cement mixers in once we really get building on the main base. But for now, let's go ahead and we're gonna get started on the roof. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm also gonna show you my tunnel. I finished my tunnel, my little mini channel tunnel, so that's all done. So I'll show you that, and then we'll end the episode probably with some more work on the main base. And I started to lay out some of the blocks for that, and we need to clear that camp out because that camp is going to go, and we'll probably have some spawning zombies and a little excitement doing that. So let's get started then with our roof. So the plan for this is I'm basically going to just create your pyramid, your basic pyramid roof. So let's get up here, and we want to start this. Let me very carefully move out here. So we're going to take these. No, I don't want the inside corners. I want the ramps. We're going to take the ramps and we're going to rotate them like so. So these will be our starting eaves. I wonder, well, actually, while that's still facing that direction, let's go ahead and finish out this side. So I'll get the start of the roof, so you kind of see how I'm going to do it, and then we'll probably do some time lapse and play some music while I finish up the rest of the roof. Okay, so now we'll put that there, and then let's see, that's an inside corner. Did I make outside corners? Yes, I did. So this guy will go here like so. And then he'll just keep coming up till we get to the peak of the roof. Okay, so let's put one in here as well. Yeah. Oh, it's not going to let me place it because I'm in the way. Can I nudge over that way just a little bit? No. Okay, so let's do this then. Let's put this ramp in. So we have a place to stand. And then we can put this right here. There we go. So yeah, I was out of town. Left last Saturday and was gone for 4 days. And got back late Tuesday night. And I've done a couple of videos since then, but still trying to kind of just get back into the swing of things. So in case you're curious, why my normal schedule has slowed down a little bit, that was the main reason for that. But everything should pick back up again and be more or less back to normal for the next several weeks. Well, no, I'm sorry, that's not true. I have my job requires me to travel on occasion, and I will be home for 2 more weeks, and then I have to travel again for another week, and then I'll be gone for 1 week and then back, and then should be back for the rest of the year, and shouldn't have to travel till right after Christmas. And you can always check my Twitter account, for more up-to-the-date information about my schedule and that kind of thing if you're interested. So, all right. So basically, that's how the roof's going to go. It's a very simple, like I said, pyramid-style roof. So I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and do some time lapse at this point, and I will see you guys back here when I'm finished with the roof. right, guys. So that completes the roof. Excuse me. Had a little bit of trouble there with those inside corners and the rotation. I couldn't quite figure out if there was a way I could get them to, using the R menu, rotate correctly, and I didn't figure that out, so I ended up having to kind of do it manually. So it took me a little while, but I did get it done. So let's see. Let's reinforce this. There's not really anything that's going to get up here that I need to worry about except for vultures. But I left the access so I can, get up there and have a lookout and that sort of thing. Let's see. I want to finish reinforcing this stuff to the second wood level. It's kind of funny that those turn into the shingle texture there. Because we're actually going to get some paint and turn all that into shingles. So let's see here. Do I have any paint in here? I might have to make some. And what do I need to make paint? Chrysanthemum cotton. Yes, I don't really have that stuff here. So I guess what I'm going to have to do, I'm pretty sure I have some paint back at the desert base. And I need to run back there for some other stuff anyways, but I'll do that on stream probably. So, yeah, that finishes the roof then. I am going to do some painting, so I will paint the roof, of course, and might even paint the concrete too and just make it look nicer, give it maybe a wood texture, a siding type texture. But we'll see about that. All right, so before I leave rather, I want to show you the tunnel. So let's do that. And then I also want to show you a little bit of, kind of what the plan is over where our main base is going to be. I dug some of the tunnel on stream, on my last stream for the single player, and then I just finished the rest of it out on camera, because, it was nothing really but digging. So basically, this is the entrance. I've got a torch up there to provide a little light. I don't know actually how helpful that is. But actually, you know what? Let's check something out. What if we're like way back here, let's say. Can we even see that torch at all? Yeah, we can see a little bit. Just enough to, see where the entrance actually is. I might even put a spotlight up there later on once I, get going into the electricity. But anyway, here's the tunnel. It's 3 wide, 3 high. And it basically goes all the way down. Ooh, that's lighting is kind of weird. Underneath the lake and out the other side. So it'll save me a lot of time when I want to go ahead and, head into town or into the city. So now I don't have to drive all the way around like I was before. So I think that's really going to come in handy. That's a little mini channel tunnel. Alright, so let's head back to the island. Smash my head on the wall there. There are some iron deposits down here too that I might tap into at some point. I have to be careful though because I am under the lake, so I don't want to, break into the water and spring a leak. Even if that did happen though, I could fix it easy, but still. Okay, so this now is where our main base is going to be. And yesterday, I just, excuse me, I laid out some blocks just to start doing a little bit of measuring. And so from this point here, this is about more or less the center of where the main estate's going to be. And this, of course, is the forge house here. So the blocks, I actually went 30 out to each side on the blocks because I had, at the time, I had my bedroll despawn radius, I guess, whatever it's called, set to 30 because I was under the impression that that was a radius. But I did some reading on that, and I think, I still never really found a crystal clear answer, but I think that's actually not a radius. I think when it says 30 blocks, the protection is basically with the sleeping bag in the middle. So essentially a 30 block radius, or 30 block setting would be a 15 block radius. So I changed that to 80 in total, and if I'm understanding it correctly, then that'll give me a 40 block radius. So I'm actually going to increase these blocks out 10 more, and that'll give me approximately this much of an area here in the center for my main estate, because I'm going to build, of course, the actual, mansion inside the estate, but I'm also going to have, like some fields for some crops and do some landscaping. So I need, I'm going to need all that room for sure. And I'm also going to be digging a moat around the whole thing, which is going to be, quite a task as well. So, so I need to basically extend these out 10 more from here, which I'll do later. I'll do that probably on the stream. And I also need to clear out this camp too. So, we could probably actually do that right now, because taking this down is not going to take us too long. We are probably going to get some zombies, though, spawning in while we're doing that. So, let's see. We might as well, harvest all this cloth, too, because we can use it. So we'll take this tent out, and basically we're going to clear the entire camp here. The whole thing's going to go. Nope, there's a Z. Well, come here. Okay. It's a little weird fighting them on this uneven surface here. Okay. So we'll get this cleared out, and then it's also day 49, so tonight is Horde Night, and I have to figure out what I'm going to do again for Horde Night. Oh, there's a military guy there. Let's just take him out right now. I guess that zombie wants to help me take all this down, so we'll let him do that. We're not gonna... I don't think he's gonna hang on to the cloth for us, but... What do we got down there? Biohazard dude? I think that's what it was. Gotta be careful with them guys, because they can give you an instant stage 2 infection. I did verify that. Wasn't sure about it until I actually saw it happen. With someone I was playing on multiplayer with. So I may have mentioned this earlier, but in case I didn't, I am going to be doing a lot more streaming while we're now into late game here, just because, I'm doing a lot of building now, and a lot of that's just, mundane stuff, lots of digging, that kind of thing, clearing land, and, that works better on stream than it does, for just a normal video. Oh, come on, dude. But I'll keep, I still definitely will keep making the videos too. I'm not planning on stopping that quite yet. But there will be more streaming. So all that to say, is that I'm going to be doing a lot more stuff that I would otherwise be doing off camera. But I'll do it on stream, so that way, if anybody does actually want to see that, they'll be able to see it from the stream. And of course, I post the streams on my YouTube channel after the fact, so you don't actually have to be there at the time that I'm streaming. Though, if you wanted, that would be great. Be glad to have you stop by and chat and all that. But anyway, it's just kind of letting you know what my plans are moving forward with this particular series. Still have a lot of building to do. Still really excited about how this is all going to come together. So by no means am I planning on wrapping it up for now. But it's just things have transitioned a little bit for the series, and that's fine. That's kind of the way it goes. And I am, of course, still playing on insane difficulty and zombies always running all that. But now that I'm pretty well advanced into the game and not struggling in the beginning, the beginning parts of the game, it's not really a whole lot different, from just watching things on a normal setting, on the normal settings. So anyway, I think this is probably going to be a good time for us to go ahead and wrap up this episode. So again, I'm going to, as soon as I'm done with this episode, I'll get it edited and thrown up on YouTube, and then I'm going to come back and stream for a couple more hours. So I don't know, 2, maybe even 3 more hours tonight, because it's Friday night, and, just keep working basically. And so if you're interested, make sure you check that out. I know you can't, this is a recording, so you don't know that the stream's coming up, but I will announce it on Twitch. But if you don't actually see the stream itself, again, it'll be available for you to watch later. And then we will come back in the next episode, in the next normal episode, soon, just depending upon, how far along I get, and we'll feature some more building and go from there. All right, so thanks for watching. I appreciate you coming out and hanging out with me today. And if you liked the video, please consider leaving a like. And if you haven't already done so, consider subscribing to the channel. And I'll catch you guys all in the next episode. Take care.